we're okay. We took a bit of a gamble on tyres. We went with a mud tyre in the front and a dry tyre in the rear, and as it turns out, it was the wrong way to go. It's not that it's going to get drier or wetter, it's muddy, and the mud will just be further out onto the road now, so we're on the full mud tyres as Trevor and Robbie was for the first couple, so I think it's the way to go.
Happy enough. Wee problem with the throttle body there, but I don't think it's going to bother us much. I think she switched the anti-leg off in the last stage there in itself, but I don't think it slowed us much.
The big stage, we thought we had a good enough run on it, but when you look at Robbie's time and that, you know, it's wasn't such a good run. No problems as yet, just no dramas, everyone's went okay, just need a wee bit more speed.
Leaving service in Glenariff, the crews would face the Glenariff stage once again. And following that 3-mile excursion, the event would move southeast for the final 2 stages, the 4-mile Capna Wood and the final stage of the championship, Ballybully Forest. The class battles are often as hotly contested as the overall places, and taking Class 1 were Barney Mitchell and Jimmy McKeefrey in the Flying Astra. The Class 3 honours would fall to Jim Aiken and Tom Warren, as the Fiesta would end the event with a 2-minute advantage. Alan Tucker and Gary Price would round off their championship with a Class win, taking the Class 4 honours. And successfully reaching the finish of the final test ahead of John McLaughlin, Rodney McKnight and Seamus Donnelly took 1600 honours, winning Class 5. The most hotly contested class is undoubtedly Class 6. Rodney White and Isaac Busby finished second on the day, and with the points take the class championship over Johnny McKenna. Johnny, along with Paul Gary, win Class 6, finishing top 2-wheel drive, and Johnny picks up the junior driver title. In Class 7, Andy McGee and Andy Hamilton were in the clear, well out in front after dominating the class over 9 stages. Top 2-wheel drive going into the final stage, they would push hard to ascend the overall order further. But coming close to the finish of Ballybully, the Mark II would hit a greasy patch, going off the road, lucky not to hit any trees, but they are out of the event. This would hand the Class 7 win to Mark Barnett, who finished his second 2-wheel drive car on the event. And counting down the overall top 10, taking 10th is the Mitsubishi Evo 5 of Barry Groundwater, who finishes second in Group N. 9th would be the Escort Cosworth of John Murphy, with the Ford maintaining its advantage over the Mitsubishi to stay in front. With water flooding their car in the final stage, Brendan O'Hagan and Paul Hone would make an aquatic end to the series, capping off a consistent season with 8th. Raymond Mason and Peter Martin continued to dominate Group N and would finish comfortable Group N winners, claiming 7th overall. With no championship to fight for on this occasion, Dennis Biggerstaff and Damien McCann continued on their steady course through the final test. The Metro 6R4 aimed to end a troubled season with a good finish, and succeeding in doing so, claimed 6th overall. This is how the top 6 looked going into the final test, but not coming out of it would be Richard Hall and Declan Campbell. Their Escort WRC would grind to a halt shy of the finish, giving them their second DNF of the year, as we can see on board with John McLaughlin's Peugeot 106.
Stay out, easy. 40, 5 right.
And first to capitalise would be Eamon Boland and Francis Reagan. Their Impreza would move up the order, but they would come close themselves, as following an altercation with the Mid-Antrim scenery, they finished the stage minus a boot lid. But they do make it back to Ballymena to claim 5th. The battle for a place in the top 3 mirrored the fight for 2nd place in the championship. Stevie Whitford and championship sponsor Mark Crowe fought on to catch Eugene Donnelly. But staying just out of reach, the Toyota stayed on course for the runners-up spot and a podium place on the day. Still unrelenting in the closing miles of the event, the Evo 6 would continue to battle, but just didn't have the speed to match the Celica, which would give Eugene Donnelly and Paul Kiley the third place finish on the event, and they would claim the runners-up spot in the 2002 championship. But at the front, there was business to tend to. Derek McGarty continued to close on Trevor Moore's advantage, applying the pressure. Trevor would manage to stay close on the Subaru, leading the way into the final stage. But once in Ballyboley, they would not know to the finish who had taken the rally win. As they reach midpoint on the final stage, we compare the top two. Derek appears just ahead, but early on the brakes for this left-hander, Trevor catches the Subaru to leave them equal over this section. Brake troubles would leave the Impreza with little braking power, only on the front wheels, and Derek was forced to slow to keep the Subaru from mingling among the trees. The Escort closed on the finish, and upping the pace in the closing mile of the event, Trevor went all out to take that Toshiba win that fell short last year with a broken drive shaft on this very stage. Derek's time is bottom left and the clock at the top as they come to the finish. And crossing the finish line, the top two are equal, maintaining Trevor's 10-second advantage, and give him and Richard Curry a memorable Toshiba victory over last year's victor after many attempts. They spray the champagne for the third time this season, with this tasting that bit sweeter. So Trevor Moore wins the Toshiba stages from Derek McGarty. Eugene Donnelly is third, Stephen Whitford in fourth, with Eamon Boland rounding off the top five. So after 9 rounds, Derek McGarty is the 2002 champion ahead of Eugene Donnelly, who pipped Stephen Whitford to second by 2 points. Trevor Moore picks up fourth, with Dennis Biggerstaff fifth. Another season over as 2002 is wrapped up, but we'll catch up with you to kick off 2003 in Kirkiston in February. See you there.